Good morning, everybody, from wherever you're joining for a lovely cold Sunday afternoon, as we have the ladies' final of the Adidas HOP Pro here in Leeds, and they're off. Really good quality first up straight away, as we have Amy Gibson and Catherine Rose, our number 1 seeds, against Eloise Toit and Renee Vierendeels. Still early doors as the ladies are settling in and are getting a bit of the rhythm and are used to the feel of the court and the pace. All of them have obviously played good paddle yesterday with their run of round of 16 quarters and semis, but only one match here on the Sunday, so they don't have that much time to settle in and get a good rhythm. They've had to sit on the sideline and watch the men's semi-final completed as they now run up and have their match. It's been a really interesting start so far, with Gibson and Rose running to a 40-love lead, and it's pulled back all the way to golden deuce. And Amy says she'll have it. Oh, and a mistake there, unfortunately, from Eloise. Amy and Gibson and Catherine Rose, that's obviously on a real run of form recently, with a couple of titles there down under in the beginning of the year, and a lot of them have been easy sailing, smooth sailing so far. They haven't dropped a set so far in this tournament, so they're really yet to be pushed. So keen to see how deep they can go this one on this side, where Eloise and Rune are also having a good easy one so far. They've had a real one that is probably classified as an upset last night, where they had a good tight match in the semi-final on 7-6, 7-5. So they have been really pushed and tested, and they know what they're made of by now. So Amy to kick us off on a 1-0, 1-love lead. Great spin there. Oh, beautiful. Stunning there early doors from Rose, with a good vibra of the side of the glass there, spinning a lot, and then with a good rouleau to the side gate. Good smash. Oh, and gets the smash out. Stunning smash. Shows the gents how it's been done. We've been struggling all morning to get the smash out with these cold conditions. Vierendeels with a great bandeja there. Good vibra right there. Stunning. Got tied in the corner there, Gibson. Oh, good block. definitely a concerted and proper effort for the ladies here to try speed up the game and try to rush them for pace. Unfortunately leading to a mistake of one or two of their own then. Good game, good solid game there to settle in. Nice and aggressive there, Louise. Oh, just long on the serve there. We'll have a second serve on that one from Rune Vierendels. She's from Belgium. Ranked 392 in the world, so international player that's really well experienced. Oh, floats that one, unlucky Louise Tate, which is herself ranked 555 in the world on the international ranking. So a good player, and as we mentioned earlier, with Amy Gibson and Catherine Rose have really been a strong run of form recently, where Amy Gibson, the first GB player to reach an international ranking of 98 and breaking into the top 100 with either the ladies or the men, so really strong. And Catherine Rose not far behind on 114 in the world, so good quality final. Oh, good smash there, beautiful in the corner. As a look at a replay there, a good quick ball in the corner, cut the ladies in half. Oh, just long on the lob. Tickled the back glass. Obviously Amy and Catherine coming on red hot favourites, so for Tate and Vierendels to just settle in, they really want to feel like they can hold the serve here and work themselves into the match and not let this run away from them too quickly. Oh, great ruler in the fence there, beautiful one, and well needed and well timed. Ooh, bit of miscommunication, but well recovered. And Amy just trying to be a bit tight there with that one. And Tate and Vierendels on the board. Can settle a bit of nerves now. Good back and forth here to start with. Oh, but just long from the lob there from Vierendeel on the stretch. Goes for the quick one, great reaction. Oh, beautiful. Tangling though up with great length. So really making it indecisive whether I should take it before the glass or after. So Amy Gibson really good with that volley right there. Oh, caught her off balance. Excellent touch from Vierendeels there on the lob. Oh, ball spun really aggressively off the back glass. Gibson giving a bit of a stare. A 30-all, bit of a half chance here. And the rallies have been short and furious so far, with neither side really settling into a rhythm as seen right there. And I think that will be the main way and the only way really for them to set inroads into this match, is to feel like they're just making a lot of balls, make the opponents work hard. That was great defense there from Vierendeels. Once again, having to block. Oh, and just too hard-handed with that one. Well done from Rose. Survived that one. Great high lob there. That was a wonderful touch. Great shot. Inch perfect from Gibson. Was a left to thinking that it was going to go long, but it sneaks in. That really was pinpoint accuracy there. What an angle, but gets it off the glass. Good post, great defense. Again. Vierendeels everywhere. Oh, just one stretch too many. Pressure just building and building and building, but oh wow, she defended well there. Unlucky on that last one. Back and forth here in this rally. Oh, miscommunication, having to go over the back glass. Does get it though, but leaves a bit much to be done at the end there. Unfortunately, you can see the experience of Emily and Rose, them playing off so often together. Really good communication compared to Tate and Vierendeels. Haven't been paired that much. Good serve in the corner there. Oh, and just floats it a bit wide. The pressure just mounting more and more, unfortunately. Great game there. And I'm joined by Emily Kilner. How are you?
Hello, a bit warmer than yesterday, potentially.
You're on your own. I'm sitting still right in the corner. It's freezing.
But very well, thanks. What a men's semi-final we just witnessed.
Impeccable, wasn't it?
That
Good
was a
fight there in the second
powerhouse.
set. No, it was a good fight. It was good to see that the game got more and more competitive. So no, we spoiled for choice.
Definitely, and I think there's a bit of chat out there in the crowd, like Alex Shocklin, he's, you know, maybe potentially wouldn't have paired with Thu before, and they're really coming through, and I think maybe a bit of surprise at the result, to be honest. Yeah.
It was one of the. We know Louis quite well, but Alex, for me, played phenomenal. Not that any one of them played poorly, but he was a surprise package for me. He was the strongest player defensively, and just felt so calm and confident on the court. He really played well. They're going to be a tough one to beat in the final for sure.
They are. They really are. And this match, I mean, it's probably going the way we expected in the first set, right? But I think Rose and Gibson are on such top form at the minute. They just look confident, they look calm, they look on top of their game. What are Ellie and Rue going to have to do to win them, or to win them? Interesting, there, to beat them today.
Beat them. A bit of South African language flowing through there. But we highlighted it previously. Gibson and Rose are in a run of form and a career high ranking, breaking records for Team GB as a whole. So the confidence is not going to be shaken. I think Tate and Vierendeels have just got to show up with a big game, but be consistent for long. So far, they've showed good highlights and good areas where they have been competing, but you need to sustain that level for a long, extended period of time to try expose your opponent's flaws and their shortcomings. But so far, they are just squeezing. Oh, just nicked the side fence there. Those type of short ones, we feel like the rally really builds up, and then they got to be able to squeeze from there, and they just leak the error, even though the rally was built up and really well played until then.
Absolutely, it'll be those fine margins of those little unforced errors into the net, hitting the back glass, that might just cost them, or costing those points today. But you just see it's not unique to Tate and Vierendeels at all.
And that's the thing, the opportunities are there that will come. You just have to be closer within the rallies and within the points to make them count. Good love there on the return. Have you seen Vierendeels before?
No, I haven't. I was speaking to Ellie. She was saying she'd played a couple of tournaments last year with different partners, and essentially just hadn't found quite the right person who was on the same page as her in terms of how she wanted to be, not just on the court, but actually off it as well, in terms of
just a good
professionalism, mannerisms, and they seem to be getting on really well. I think they're communicating well. They seem to be a team, which I think is good, but I think they've played together for the first time this tournament.
Okay, so this is their first time, and, and they've really gone by unscathed, and yesterday's semi-final was a close one. Oh, what a wonderful view right there in the corner really from Vierendeels. Nice.
And there were some even happy tears from Tate last night.
Oh, sweet.
Saying, you know, it's the first time she's beat a pair in the GB setup of Victoria and Abby, and I think so much dedication and hard work from her has gone in the last year to get to that level, and I think it was a big moment for her. You know, a bit of self-belief. I can compete at this level. I can, you know, be someone competing for that spot in a GB team as well. So I was really, really pleased for her as well.
Oh, that's sweet. No, it's good to hear, and like you said, it's a year's dedication and sacrifice. There's no shortcuts in this game. Oh, well disguised.
Oh, that was so nice. Had us all fooled.
And those are sometimes hard to kick back as well. she feels like she's accomplished so much last night, but the game's not done, is it? You gotta get climbed back on that horse as quick as you possibly can, because tomorrow's a final. It's another day, it's another chance, and you don't want to feel that chance goes a begging without really actually trying your best.
No, exactly, and I feel like there must have been quite a bit of nervous energy coming into this first time in a Grade 1 final. It's exciting, but also potentially a little bit daunting. You want to prove that you've got there and are going to come and compete. And you know, some of these rallies are certainly telling that story.
But it is competitive, isn't it? It's a good back and forth.
Well,
that was a great spin around defence there. Oh, beautiful stretch. What a point! Point of the match for sure.
That was really special from Tate.
That was well set up, well finished, nice and aggressive.
Got the crowd animated.
That was a good point. It was a good point, and that will give them the self-belief that they need. Like, listen, we need more of that. But unfortunately, that's also how good it needs to be to get a point off of Gibson and Rose. Just wide on the serve. Have a look on the second serve. Good hands there from Rose.
Rose is quite enjoying, looking very comfortable as well on those volleys up near the net. Maybe preferring to catch it and be a little bit more aggressive up there and let Amy take some of the longer shots that are coming through.
That's golden deuce, which brings up our first set point. Oh, cheeky. Good shot, good defense there. Gives us a 5-2 break, leaving Gibson and Rose to serve for the first set.
Nice. Is it okay?
It's a bit spicy, but it's not bad. Biggest coffee cheese is kind of...
No, I didn't know what to get, but it does look
Great lob there. Oh, just squeeze for a bit of space. Oh, that's a great lob there. Gansho is just dropping a bit short there from Ellie. But they've survived the barrage. Oh, it was the right one to go for. Shame, just a bit mistimed.
I feel like she knew as soon as that left her racket exactly what was going on. You can see almost the smile on her face, not taking it too much to heart.
They probably do know that the set is gone, so for them it's about accumulation of more knowledge of what to do for the second set and getting a bit of momentum and what is going to work, because obviously what's going on now is not working and they've got to change the direction of the ship as that defensive shot flies long. Which brings up our set point number 2. Beautiful serve there from Rose. As that concludes the set. What do you make of that set, Ellie?
I think it was nice to come in and see Tate and Vierendales get a game. I don't think the result is necessarily affecting how they're playing. I think they're just out of the two. If we had stats, you know, it would probably be how many balls are hitting the glass, how many are maybe going into that, and I'd say it's those two out of the pairing.
Okay.
But I'd say on some other stuff, I mean, I think Vierendales looks very strong, very aggressive. They're just not necessarily at the minute, I think, finding a way to get past Rose and Gibson when they're on such top form and able to cover so much of the court so well.
They are trying to make the court look very tiny, isn't it? There's not a lot of space around them at the moment. For me, I like the aggression of Vierendales. If she can keep that up and then Tate can close in it a bit more and continue with that aggressive to really put the cherry on the cake, I do think that is the move. They just obviously got to keep that nice and tidy and not release the scoreboard pressure. So they obviously got a bit of a game plan going on there. And for Gibson and Rose, it's more the same. Don't change what's working.
Yeah, long chat going on here just before they start off. Good that they've got the serve. Start with some early momentum in the second set.
Oh, that's a great dig there. Vierendales really quick. Covered a lot of the court in that point. Forward. She reads it well. Oh, what a block. Great from Catherine right there.
Those ones that you think hit the glass but just catch it short are so well placed, aren't they? Wow.
What a great touch to defend that lob so deep. If this sets the tone for the second set we're on for, a major match right here. This is an incredible point. Lung busting stuff. Well deserved applause from the crowd.
first point's good for the momentum. Tate on the serve, must be one of the longest rallies we've had. It was a joy to watch that.
Just dropping a couple of those bandejas a bit short. Tate allowing Amy to take them early, so she just got to squeeze them a bit deeper and make sure to Gibson to force her to use a glass, give herself some time to get back to the net. Oh, zap down the line. What a shot. Oh, miscommunication there.
Really
oh, that's
aggressive.
filthy. That's filthy. Not much you can do there, is there?
Not when it's going that low and that fast into the corner.
She's adding some side spin onto it as well, so as it's leaving, it's hugging the side glass. So definitely crucial for them when they're on service to hold that net as strong as they can. Just a bit short again, allowing them to come forward again.
It's good lobs from Ellie there to move them back. And from Virendales.
Oh, tough low ball. Clinical game there from Gibson and Rose.
So they've broken the serve of Tate and Virendales there. Catching on some fluid. They're certainly not as cold as we are sat here, eh?
No, it is a cold day, at least a bit drier than it was yesterday. But as we keep on mentioning how this affects the court of play, and we can clearly see with the men that's got such a power game of how much it influences their shot selection. But it surely does with the ladies as well. So as much as they are sweating, the conditions felt by the court and the balls are really slow and cold. But it seems like Amy and Catherine have adapted the best between the two pairs so far. Oh, squeezed a bit wide.
Seen the majority of the serves so far in this game from either pair, really. Kind of aiming for that backside glass. What's the advantage of that over maybe a more central serve? Is that tactical? Do different players always display a different kind of serve?
So it's quite personal sometimes, isn't it? But the major thing is that you've got more time to get to the net. So once you go straight to the person, you've obviously got less time to close the net. Once you go to the glass, you'll see the guys prefer to hit that return after it's hit the glass, which allows them to have more time to get to the net. And then secondly, some people just feel uncomfortable with that side glass. We, with our coaching staff, always advise people, make your opponent play paddle. And that just means make them use a glass as much as possible. Oh, but she's there. Oh, such a shame. But that was a really quick one from Virendales. Well done there. And it's those type of moments which makes you feel like they have the game to compete. There's just too few and far between at the moment. As we look at the highlight here.
It almost looked like Rose had it as well.
She was there. She would back herself to make that one though. Quick one down the line. And then just couldn't retrieve that ball. And we're back live now. As they held serve. That's just wide. Second serve. stretch from Fierendeels there. Oh, the roof. Always feels like such a robbery when it does hit it.
It does. That was kind of a second to the roof for some frustration showing there from Tate, but really frustrating. There's nothing you can do about that, is there? And it's just adapting to the conditions that they're playing in. It's indoor, there'll be a roof. What are you going to do, hey?
No, it is, and like I said, it just feels like a robbery because you feel like your lob is good, it's going in, and height is always a good thing with a lob. It makes it difficult to pick out of the sky, but here the roof's not that high, so they're going to pick their height really good. As she does right there from Amy. Oh, and once again.
Deja vu on that one. That's a real shame. So again, a brilliant rally building up.
And you can understandably, you know why she's going high. She needs a time to recover. She's under pressure. Good serve there. Oh, it's been called long. Second serve. Oh, that's beautifully paced.
There's real glimpses in this of the way that, especially Fierendeels, is getting them running into those corners, and the way it's bouncing off is really difficult to get back, even for this top GB pair. I'm sure she'll be thinking, how can I do that a bit more? I think that's maybe going to be the way they're going to win points today between the two of them.
True, and what patterns they need to be playing so that she can have those opportunities. I love how she's increasing the pace. It's really going to be good for her, I think. Because even if Catherine get those back, I don't think she can hurt them from that position. So she's got the guns. Go for it. Just long again, yeah. Second serve. That's a better length there. Much better length on the bandeja.
They've come up really aggressive at the net. They're thinking this point's ours. Maybe not quite the right shot choice from there. What do you think?
50-50 hindsight. It's 50-50. In hindsight, you feel like, oh, I've missed. It was the wrong shot, isn't it? And if she's made it, she felt like, oh, great shot. So it always comes down to shot selection is extremely personal. Like, you know your level, which you can make with your eyes closed and which ones you can't. That was a great volley there on a golden deuce. Stunning.
Once again, Fierendeels finding that in the corner. I think maybe exposing a little bit of weakness in
I think it's good
being
money.
able to return that, but again, it's so tricky when it's that low.
Dying in the corner, and I think that's where you got to give credit where credit is due. Fierendeels really mixing a good line with a good pace, so it's not bouncing that high off the back fence. As we see that great reaction from them, still being positive. I love it. They have to believe that they're still in this, because realistically it's just one break of serve. They're still entirely within this match. attacking point there first up. Oh, good Chiquita. That's a really good there, because Gibson's ruler was stunning.
Tate's getting so low in those returns.
Well, defense was stunning. Seems like the theme of the day is the roof getting involved. That's good spinning. Oh, great defense.
Good communication. Good block.
Oh, just long. Might fly along, and yes it does. So just like you feel like they snuff a bit of momentum, it just gets snuffed out. What professionals they are, Gibson and Rose.
So unable to break the serve as of yet.
True.
But a long way to go still.
A long way to go. And they have to continue with the self-belief. It's something we harp on a lot, but it is because in paddle the momentum can shift so quickly, where if it is there for you and you weren't ready for the opportunity, it's gonna fly by. So it is crucial for them to stick to the basics, keep on focusing on holding your serve, serving well. Keep on giving yourself 15, 30 all chances on your opponent's serve, and you don't know when the opportunity might come. Recovery there. Fierendeel's deciding to stay back. Good blocking there, good reactions. Definitely this is when they need to play. Hold that net. But that was a good lob from Gibson right there. Ooh, ooh, but it's still on. Oh, beautifully snuffed out there from Fierendeels.
Really nice. Amy looked a bit confused there about what was going on, didn't she? Maybe she thought that it had gone long and hadn't quite.
Beautiful down the centre, both going, both leaving. Pops it well up, but by that time was done.
Almost looked as if she thought the point had been lost before it had.
Well, it was going to be awkward. She did well. Those are really difficult so close to the glass.
Good block. Unlucky. Difficult and unpredictable coming off the cage.
True. 3 love up, back to 30 all.
Just letting this match slip away slightly.
You can feel their frustration, isn't it? It's
Absolutely.
understandable if your opponents are just not giving you anything to play with, forcing you to go for a bit too much and trying to think outside the box, and eventually just making errors that you feel like you wouldn't normally do.
You're right, Rose and Gibson just look unfazed. They look as on top as they did in that first set as well. Good communication between the two. And good block there from Virendez.
I think she has to take that one. Good job. Just out of reach. Virendez trying to take the majority of the balls, and it pays off from that rally. Good fight. Gives us a golden deuce right here. Good length on that bandeja.
Through the legs, nicely watched.
Goes for the smash, oh, gets a touch. Great scrambling, really good scrambling. And straight at the net.
That's credit. Rose and Gibson have certainly got the pair running around the court. They know how to move their opponents and get them running.
Decides to go with the backhand there. Rushes in, gets tight. Good block.
You do certainly get a sense that Gibson and Rose just are a little bit more in control, especially in this rally. It's those two who...
Oh, and the roof repays the favour.
Again.
What a wonderful point, though. Back and forth on both sides. And I mean, for LTA, she worked hard on that point, so definitely feels like hard work paid off on that one. A yelp of release.
A good celebration for that one.
Oh, good spin. That lefty spin.
Nice play at the net from this pair. Really well watched in the corner from Gibson.
Couldn't get out of the way in time there. But that's a great lob there in the corner.
Amy's absolutely brilliant at getting it so close to the net, isn't she?
Almost
looks like it
filthy.
should go over.
What a shot. It's like you say, they just look like there's a good command, cruise control. Unfazed by all these things going around. Goes for the big smash. Oh, good reaction from Fierendeels. Oh, beautiful. They're just playing good clinical paddle at the moment, these girls.
Yeah, it's very few unforced errors from this pair.
As well as maintaining a high level, isn't it? So many people, when they try to think, let's be solid, let's not make errors, they just pull back everything that hurts your opponent. But these ladies are just laying it on them without giving any free points away. Quality game that was there.
And we spoke to Amy earlier in a very brief interview, but asked her, you know, how does it feel to be in that top 100? And she was saying, you know, she didn't really think too much of it. She was just playing in a final and kind of thought, oh, if I win this, out of the court, saying that, you know, if she won this, she had an idea that it might happen. But, you know, I think she's so humble and lovely as well as a person to speak to. And it's so obvious how much, one, she loves what she does, and also playing with Catherine. And she was really kind about, you know, the time they'd spent together in Australia and the bond that they have playing together, but also as such good friends. And I think it really shows out there on the court as well how much they trust each other and are genuinely good friends as well.
That's
is really
sweet, isn't
lovely.
it? But we hear so much about it that the bond off court has to be almost just as strong as on court. So that's good to hear, and it's always nice when you have these good quality champions being such humble people on and off the court. So it's a wonderful representation for Team GB right there. Oh, quick one. Oh, that's a beautiful shot there from Catherine. I think they're going to run about of 8 points unanswered.
Splitting them right down the middle, as you alluded to earlier. It doesn't have to be complicated paddle.
Nope.
Just finding the gaps on the court that the other pair is seeing, and things like that where you're forcing them to make a shot choice that might not always come off. Very tactical, very well played from them.
Bit of frustration there at the end of that game. Understandably so. The pressure just mounting, and they'll have to serve to stay within the match.
Consider Rose looking calm and collected.
Oh, 100%. Another day at the office.
It's good practice for them. They've got a main draw of a FIP tournament in Portugal coming up next week, I believe, or in the next couple of weeks. So I imagine they're just trying to get as much court time together as possible before then, see if they can continue their success they've had out in Australia and Qatar.
And I think it's also good for them to be a bit of a set pair. There was a period where the ladies were almost shuffling in between themselves and trying to figure out which pairing is going to work the best. But I think it's really good for them, and it shows. They understand each other right now. There's an unspoken communication that goes on when you start playing with someone a lot of the time. So that's good for both of them for sure. Untitled Chapter, sorry, would get there as well. The more time they spend together, they will get the best out of each other.
Absolutely, and I think they're complementing each other really well in this game. I think notice that Virendales has got that power to send those balls into the corner, and maybe the more powerful of the smash out of the two, but I think that's working well for them. I think that is extremely quick, very agile around the court, and able to respond to some of the challenges that have come up today really, really well.
Oh, that's a great vibra.
Good start, a confident start. Gibson and Rose.
Oh, unfortunately, when it feels it goes wrong, it all goes wrong.
There was the gasp from the crowd. It was the wind up for a huge, powerful smash.
Good defense there. Gansha, oh, beautiful from Kath. She's got to get those a bit deeper. Just too good, too solid. These last couple of games have been 40-love, 40-love, and we have 40-love once again, setting them up with 3 match points. 3 championship points, I should say.
Serving to win now.
Oh, and there it is! Fantastic!
There it is, big smiles, big hugs for the pair, and a big applause from the crowd.
Oh, stunning performance there from Gibson and Rose. Really, really just a baby a bit too strong. A wonderful final we saw there. Well done, ladies. Good celebration. Good to see.
It's really well deserved from the pair. I think they were clinical, seeing a couple of the replay shots here. They just...
That's a good one there. It's early doors when you felt like they could knock on the door.
It's just, it's obvious they've been playing a lot together and know how each other perform and want to play the game.
I feel like once they've got their groove, it was really difficult for anyone really to get a point or get an unforced error. And like I said, they weren't playing safe, easy shots either.
Absolutely, like that one there, she just knows exactly where she wants to place it to get that point. But I think, you know, saying all this, I think they played absolutely brilliantly. I'm excited about this pairing between Tate.
True. It is nice to feel like we have another pair. You want to feel like there's 3-4 pairs of ladies who can push each other at the top, which is nice to see. And I think they'll just come on and get better and better and grow from this. Like they always say, you either win or you learn, and hopefully they gather a lot of information on this match and what worked for them and what they need to tidy up, and I think they'll be back and better.
Absolutely, and I think it's brilliant anyway to see people like Virendales from Belgium coming over and competing in UK tournaments, and hoping that that just keeps increasing the level more and more and setting that trend, because that's the healthy competition that's needed in British paddle.
100%.
Sure.
You don't want to feel like we're stuck in an echo chamber here where all the boys and girls are playing the same people over and over,
sure,
and we're not getting exposed of why we're falling short maybe on the international stage. So I think it's amazing where we've got so many Spanish players and people from Belgium coming over and pushing our GB players. So I think it is a really good, healthy competition. So no, paddle's all the better for it. That is us, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining in for the finals of the ladies. We'll cut off this stream and we'll join in for the next one. We will have our men's final in a couple of minutes. Till then.
soy Martita Ortega y esta es mi pala.